Y'all, I did catch the video of jailers, but I didn't watch it through and watched it through on Maleficent. Because we all know jailer be out there stalking the shit and parked at the cemetery for weeks now. Try and catch anybody in and out the fucking road and follow them and shit. MGL camp's paying him good. I don't know. It is what it is, man. And I do know that guy. I have known him my whole life. He knows my family intimately, and he knows Andy's intimately ish. He's one of the best human beings you could ever meet. He's a very good guy. Anyway, yeah. So, hash brown, that's never been something I've worried about here. I mean, they're gonna find people that are gonna talk shit, one or two that apparently have 5-year fucking vendettas because they're on mental illness, jealousy, weird bullshit from shit they started. But that's about it. Some others that are a little pissed off and salty about things way in the past. I don't really give a shit about them either. But that's about it. Hey, Maleficent. Toe beans, I don't know. I just got back in. It has been a very, very long morning. I'm tired. I was going to do this from the car while I was hanging out in an entirely different city this morning, but then I was like, nah, I'm just going to wait until I get back. So I just got back in, changed. It's just tea. I've already had my pineapple paradise or whatever the hell it is this morning, and coffee, and it's been a very long day. So anyway, it's not very good tea, I'm going to be honest with you. It's McDonald's. Can't recommend it. Now, y'all, oh, I gotta tell you, once again, seeing some of the goofiest shit. I mean, always. Every day through this damn place is goofy, right? Captain already had the fancy Starbucks today while in JC. The Paradise thing was pretty tasty. Anyway, no hash brown. I remember years ago, and I know what y'all are talking about, but I remember years ago, all those events taking place with the meth monkeys. and having good laughs about them at the time. You all are just now, you know, being apprised of the article and the existence of. But yeah. Anyway. Emergency meat is they had a sale early this year. $7, man. So anyway, oh dear. No, I don't generally shop there. It's not my thing. So y'all, and somebody like sent this to me right before I got here today, and we're gonna go give it a click see because I just feel like it. We're just gonna add this to the. Oh, that's funny. Hold on. Damn it, that was the wrong screen. Okay. Don't know that number, that one, don't care about that. Young Turks. Fucking Jelly Roll. Okay. Let me see. Now, y'all, we're gonna start here because this is some of the dumbest shit I've seen lately. I want you to look at this dumb shit. This dumb fucking idiot is threatening me again. Like, double down there, ho. What the hell? Like, something ain't right in that holler in Kentucky. I guess we'll just turn that the fuck in, too. Double down. Triple down. Whatever. Like, seriously? Oh, she didn't. Long, and here's the thing. I don't think you realize, I guess they think that it's all YouTube games, right? Man, some of it still is, obviously. Not on my end. But, others involved in their part of this have already admitted to authorities that they are involved in it. They're still on YouTube. But they very much admitted their own involvement in shit. And I think these doofuses are taking that to mean, oh, well, it must not be real. It must be YouTube games, like always. So anyway, whatever suits them. They can keep going. Now, I don't know whether to give the other one a click. Nah, I'm not going to ready to click. I don't play it shit either. I'm gonna, however. Oh dear, look who that is. Well, shit. Okay. Anyway. Hang on. Where to begin with this? So to try to save face yesterday, this doofensmirk makes a whole ass video about VIN numbers and such, right? Which is basically him outright saying, look, I've got more shit on you to use to try to blackmail you, to further terrorize you, to further harm you. I've got it, Jody Sue, right? Look what, and trying to save face by going, oh, every time you say something, Jody Sue reacts and gives you exactly what you want. Well, that's funny, Keys, because in almost a year, you ain't got shit from me that you've wanted. Not for me to talk to you, not for me to work with you, not for me to give you shit on summer. Not a damn thing, buddy. Not a damn thing. No matter what you've tried. So anyway, in his save face shit, he's threatening me again. Oh, look, I got the VIN number. I got everything now. you know. And still maintaining that he knows laws and such and whatever. He's a fucking whole ass idiot, man. So saving face, whatever, trying to keep people from realizing he's a dipshit. Same shit, different day, right? But what I find most interesting, and what is his assumption that no, hold on. Yeah, we'll go on that path first. Alright, so here he is. And you know how people say a thing about you, but it's actually like them and they don't realize how. Yeah. Anyway, so it's all keep digging your hole, Jody Sue. La 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 la. Laws this, laws that. Now I've got more to blackmail you and try to harm you and to target you with, and I just said so openly online again. He'd have to assume that part of the reason that vehicle is still sitting there in the same spot it has been for a very long time. I don't know. I don't know what his assumptions are. Because he obviously, look, it doesn't matter. Um, Others, I've seen whispers of it for months, but none of them were stupid enough to take the bait like Floppy was. Right? But a lot of others knew. Anyway, the thing is that it wasn't long after that vehicle was bought that we realized the extreme extent to which we'd been being watched. All kinds of shit by this group. Knew then there'd be no real hope of ever driving it. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. So, homie, his blackmail is bullshit. He's assuming that they were going to be driven and, whatever, but that's not the case. Because I'm going to be honest with you, bright yellow and that thing sticks out, and it's just going to help, we knew. It would be put out at a certain point, so, one more thing in this that I gave up almost instantly to be here. Anyway, one more thing, this group, and what they've done, right? I get set free and very early on realized that these people hunted us like prey, and wasn't going to be free. But because of these people, namely this one and others in the background like P-Fizz and Chase and all the others, right? That there be no freedom while I hunted answers, while I tried to help. That I'd have to give everything. There'd be no car that was safe, that they couldn't identify, they wouldn't watch. There'd be no going outside of this box even to go lay in the sun or to have peace or to go out with anybody or to have a life outside of here at all. At a certain point, being trapped by Andy and him. And what you have very early on is this asshole, this one, directing and using people with mental illnesses to try to contact Andy. And then Piper tries to take credit for it, and they try to pull him out, and they do all these things, and they get the first recorded phone calls by the other person that Piper tries to take credit for, etc., right? They were used in that hit piece a while back, right? That they have to put together and all this shit, but can't show you and this and la la la. That I put up receipts to show they were lying. And they're in their own fucking hit job piece a while back. Now, and it tells me a lot of things. As does what I know in the background that they don't. But this comment on the VIN number vid, y'all, this comment. Something to behold. Because in this video, you have Keys admitting to more ways he thinks he's going to blackmail and harm me and do whatever else, right? And then you have CSI popping up, right? Hey yo, just an FYI if you're interested, Andy did try to go to the courthouse to get those plates that are expired, by the way. There's a hell of a knowledge, but they act like they know something, right? But they wouldn't help him. He said they told him he had to go back to court. Oh, JSB, if you notice you're digging your own grave, just stop digging, sis. Try doing the right thing for once. It's much less stressful and probably help your paranoia and insomnia. There you go. Let me tell you something. This right here is CSI Piper connecting herself right back to these people in public way as opposed to all the back ways I've already got her. Means they're trying to use my abuser while under an order of protection to target me, and have been this whole year. It also means that at a certain point, he violated. And I don't give a fuck, really don't. I knew, and there's been things in the background, I knew about these calls and things a long time ago. Never did shit about them because I don't care. Alright? My boy has reached out and been part of and flying monkeyed and all kinds of things that are not for public consumption. Since before he was even served, but I don't know, because he was running from it. He very much does make contact quite often. There have been episodes of him coming in, you know, from family members, contacting them, getting property, etc. If at any point he actually wanted these tags, Piper, he would have just called my people and got them. And he knows I would have given them. I have no need for them. He contacted them and asked them for other things. He contacts quite frequently. He keeps an eye on it. He comes by. As in, drives the fuck by. Alright? None of which anymore I give three rats' asses about. I keep an eye on it, but, you know, I guess unless I see a barrel coming out, I'm just, what the fuck's the point? Paper's about as useless as tits on a board hog. I don't give enough fucks anymore. However, if he starts presenting a clear and present danger that I think that he is going to harm us, terrorize or harass us, that's another story. And the rules on his paperwork are very much different than mine, which was a pissed off point of his in court. He did not like that. He wanted to know what it was so I could go where the fuck I pleased, but he could not drive by here. And the judge made it explicitly clear he was not to be by here. For any reason. Not to be driving by here. As the months have worn on, I just, the fuck's point in calling every time he does. I don't give him shit. That being said, Piper really wants you to believe this dude went to court and admitted to a courthouse that he's been driving by in order to see plates on the car, which would be him admitting that he broke that protection order. that order of protection. Sometime well before March. That's what CSI wants you to believe and wants me to believe. Right? Right. But I love this, basically, shut up, Jody Sue Orr type of shit. But that she clearly links herself to Keys publicly. And that she is very much like, well, I'm talking to Andy, da da da. And so there's the weaponization of my abuser with an order of protection out. And, so if she's continuing to contact him, we went through this, I don't know, a few videos back. And I said it, I guess he needs to reread the fucking words on his end. That I'm allowed to speak about my abuse and bullshit. He's not allowed to harass me, target me, terrorize me, blurt my fucking name up out of his mouth. But yet here she is putting Andy on front stage for the past, I don't know, weeks now. Since that hit job piece they played where she was like, Andy's afraid this bitch is going to take him to court, so we can't play the recordings. And I told him I wouldn't play him, and that, well, I also told him he wasn't being recorded, but, yeah, I bet. Because he wasn't so hot on that. Like he told Don B and the rest, and like, you seen him on PGs there at one point, and he was like, you fucking got me on like Click, and like, see him on BK's, and he was like, fuck you, and, you know, whatever, right? And that he's asked repeatedly to be left the fuck alone by these people. So, she's helping dig Andy's shit deeper. And if I feel like at any point that they're going to set him off by trying to bring him forward to weaponize against myself and these children, that will eventually lead to him losing his shit once he's not man of the hour and triggering him into some very terrible shit, then I'm going to push. But I do appreciate that she just links herself publicly. And that Keys, once again, like a dipshit. Mister, if you just say one thing to Jody Sue, she gives you everything, blah, blah, blah. Just openly on video was like, yeah, I got more shit here to try to blackmail you with, and blah, 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 and the VIN number will run it, and see what you can't find, and dig into your shit some more, to terrorize you some more with this group. Been working with for a year. No. There were some calls very early on when he was super pissed. That were recorded, and they were by another person, and it's what Piper has, and then she's reached out to, etc., and lied to him, told him he wasn't being recorded, other things, you know. Anyway, from what I'm hearing in the background and whispers is that, I'm hearing other things. But, the thing is, there's months left on that paper. And I'll push. Because the last thing that needs to be done is for him to be set the fuck off. Or used as a weapon to harm myself and my child. He really needs to look at his side of that. But I mean, she really wants you to believe that dude went into a courthouse and admitted to coming by here and violating order of protection. and then basically shut up Jody Sue, and then try to make everybody like she did on that hit piece on her channel, make them think I'm crazy as hell. After we've already been over the fake feds and all this, and Floppy, P-Fizz, all of them admit to it. Using it, it's legit, it's real, it's known, we all know it is, okay? At this point. It is real. They really did the shit, okay? Griff, get with me. Yeah, Chrissy, and that's the thing. I'm not lying because he's my abuser. I'm not trying to play YouTube games. I don't care how nice cornbread fucking sounds in person or what kind of flip script that abuser wants to use, which he's tried to do a real good job even for law enforcement, pretending he's Grey Rocking while he's contacting the whole time, using Daddy's account, keeping an eye on the flying monkeys he's created around me and the kids and whatever, right? The dude's dangerous. Not just to us, but to the public. And they say him the fuck off and it's done. And eventually, at some point in his life, he will kill someone. Whether it be the child of New Supply or the New Supply, or goes and shoots up the public. And that's a fact. Something he was dreaming about, wanting to do, had the urge to do, has the means to do, and nobody wants to take goddamn seriously. I don't want that. I do not want any more shit to weigh on me that doesn't belong on me. So I will do everything in my power to make sure that orders extended are violated if they want to fuck with me, and he wants to actually do that. I will fucking go full force. I'm not playing. So, but that right there, I mean, those two connecting each other. There's CSI right in the comments of BK's newest "I've got more shit to try to blackmail you with" video. No, you don't, kids, because that vehicle's never going to be driven. Because you sons of bitches, I already made that impossible first day it was bought because of how much you stalk and harass and harm us. So, like all things, I've given up. You overestimate and you assume too much, buddy. You and I are cut from entirely two different cloths. And I think it bothers you that you cannot figure out who or what the fuck I am. But I'll tell you, we're cut from not even, two different sets of cloth keys. That's why you can't figure it out. For me, keys. I knew by dawn June 16th, because of Andy. My life was forfeit. Again, because I'd not made it out in enough time. Again. Because of his bullshit. Again. But it didn't matter. Because by dark, on June 15th, I'd already been handed this little ball of hope. Because it felt like nobody else was fucking carrying it. I didn't know what the fuck to do with it. I just knew I'd try to do my best with it. Because nobody else was doing it. And you can't explain to people like Keys the idea or thought of self-sacrifice, right? Things greater than themselves. Doing the right thing, even if it means it costs you everything. Trying to do good. For just the right thing, right? Even while your own circus takes place, unfortunately. to give of oneself, even if you have nothing left to give but yourself. I've spent my whole life around monsters. Make Keys look like exactly what he is. He's weak. He reeks of fear. He reeks of abject failure and weakness and a bully, a basic one, an abuser, but a basic one. A manipulator, but a bad one. Something someone like me can see a million miles away. I've survived and thrived around far worse than Keys. People like him will never know or understand. The only way they operate is out of self-serving, right? Um, Needful things. Poor, unfortunate souls. They will take from others. They will destroy from others. And swear that they're doing it. No, like him. I know that every day he tells himself what he's doing is somehow the destruction of others is, right? The truth is, it's about greed. It's about him jerking off on the fact that he is harming other human beings and things. It's a twofer. He gets to harm and abuse people behind a screen and profit from it. It's not about someone. It's not about anything but himself. But he'll try to justify it to others. Like, oh, I'm helping a little girl. I'm helping a case. I'm helping this. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's a criminal. He's a con. He's a manipulator. He's an abuser. And he's found the perfect niche here. Perfect podium to do it from. That's it. And I just piss in his everlast Cheerio. because you can't figure it out. They still can't. They're all monsters. They can't figure out what the fuck or who the fuck. Can't make it make sense. Because their level of perception because of how they walk through life and think and feel. They can't understand. So it's beyond them, so they struggle. Now, even if I hadn't known my life was forfeit, I would have still chosen as I did. Because my pap taught me that I can take the rub off. And all these things, all these monsters throughout all of my life, have shown that I can take those, or I could use those things to fight back and to do good. Unfortunately, it did lead to a white knight and savior complex wider than fucking ocean, but and loyalty for people throughout my life I should have had none for. But I knew the first step out of that hollow, I'd give everything. And I have. And I'll continue to. For answers, to try to do right. For justice. Even to my detriment. Even as these pathetic little assholes like Keys and others try to render and tear and destroy and harm and harass, target. You know, for me, I've always known for a very long time. If I couldn't make it out in time, my life was done. And I didn't. I didn't make it out in time. So one way or the other, it's not going to matter in the end. This past year and whatever else comes next, it's about my kids and making sure everything's okay. Um, that's it. Make sure there's answers and that I do right. But I've always kind of operated that way, even in darkness. Um, that's the thing. Yeah, dude, he can't even eat a fucking burger in a parking lot. 15 fucking states away when the police pull into the same parking lot because he's so afraid. He jets. I don't fear the knocks. I don't fear anything, really. Because I know where I stand in the world. Bailey, go fuck yourself. Alright, you don't even know what the hell you're talking about, dude. Check, I don't know. Don't care either. So anyway, the thing is that I knew going in I'd give everything to make sure there were answers and this bullshittery and somewhere was found. Right? But I knew because of Andy's bullshit in the background, everything's forfeit. Makes no damn to me. And I knew that was kind of his goal anyway. Right? Who's sending you? Excuse me? Hold up. Hold on. Hilt, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't even know what the fuck you're doing up in my chat, but let me tell you something, you piece of shit. You need to get the fuck up off some shit. I don't even know who the fuck you are, alright? For starters, I don't give a shit who the fuck you think you are. Other than some piece of shit who's never taken care of his fucking kids. Looks like you don't even take care of your damn self. And all up on YouTube taking advantage of kids he's never fucking took care of. Because if you had, and you'd been a decent, good, fucking normal role model, he wouldn't have been hanging out where the fuck he was. To be traumatized, terrorized, with his daddy acting like an asshole up on some fucking YouTube, bro. Over bromance and motherfucking Benny goddamn keys. I know you come your ass down here for fucking summer shit. I don't give a fuck, dude. You ain't no better than the rest of these piece of shit leeches. You leeching off your kid and his name and claim to fame in this shit. You know, your kid who just got stalked by the same group. You know, Dolly, that's with BK, that's with MGL, you know, all them. Think that's fucking cute? You over there trying to protect him from that? No, you're working right with the motherfuckers that think it's funny and laugh at your kid because when they roll up on him, he seems scared. Because they think it's funny to be offering your fucking kid fucking dope to get him to talk money. You're nothing but a fucking leech. On your kid, on everybody fucking around you, you are a piece. Go hang out with the rest. Go jerk off with Andy for all I give a shit. Come down here for a fucking vigil. Right? Doesn't matter about your fucking kid you ain't never took care of. That you only wanted to send people down here for after you realized he could be a money-making machine for your sorry motherfucking ass. You, by God, make it down here for a vigil for Summer, who you didn't even know, but you can't make it down here for your kid every year. Boy, you better get all the way up out of my motherfucking chat. It's the best thing you can do. Better take it right the fuck on back over. And never, ever, ever speak to me or contact me again. And yeah, I did check. That really is fucking Hills over there, who's now going to make a video hoping people come give him some dollar bills, y'all, on his claim to fame, which is his kid who's fucking traumatized, hurt, was even over because he didn't have a daddy worth a fuck. Didn't have nobody to fucking give a shit. Act no goddamn better around him. Me a fucking break. Motherfucker, come over here talking about abusing something. Oh, these pieces of shit. Alright. Another one that went no self-sacrifice or doing right versus wrong. Giving of oneself beyond oneself. Fucking monsters. needful little things. Yeah. Griff don't let him do that shit. Fuck him. He ain't worth it. Della, I don't know how your comment got deleted, but yeah. That dude all up in here. Seriously? Like, I lived there and wouldn't even let my fucking kids go. Hang the fuck out. All these people, though, dude. He did what he wants. Yeah, well, bye, Andrew. Not here, you don't, bitch. Go work for Keys elsewhere. How much do you pay you to come over here and do that today or to start up that shit over here? I've had enough. What, some bitch you don't even know? Because you don't know me, Hills. You don't know the first fucking thing about me. But I've seen a million of you. And you ain't worth my time. Go make money on your kids some more, dude. On his claim to fame, which is being traumatized as fuck by a little girl he really knew. By the name of Summer Wells. And unfortunately, his fucking daddy can make it down here to party with YouTubers. But can't ever seem to make it down here to be a dad to him before Daddy thought he could make a few bucks on him. You're right. Go take it the fuck back over here. Here ain't your place. Anyway. I don't know, Nana. He looks like he's featured in one of the fucking videos at the, whatever, #1 on Duck Island, but I don't know, didn't care enough to zoom the fuck in. Anyway. People like Keys. Never is. They don't get it. They never will. C-suite thing, I don't even pay enough attention to that dude because he's such a fucking nobody that I don't know. I've heard all kinds of shit. I heard his rant. They were all back on a clip channel where he was screaming at somebody. I don't know. A female to boot. And you'll sit down and you'll do whatever in my space. Yeah. Okay. It's pretty gross. Very abusive. Imagine that. And that's the thing. I'd guarantee you they were bringing dope down here. And you don't have lead and chase cars that you're not willing to identify the people and all kinds of other shit. And none of that makes sense. I guess he's living it up. Until right now. On his son's name and trauma and working with and being besties with the same crew that thought it was funny they rolled up on him and scared the shit out of him. Yeah. What a dad. Fucking father of the year right there. Hey, what was it the other day I heard in that same clip? He'd been like, well, just beat the shit out of me then, son, and blah, 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 and then he's getting mad with me, and I mean, it's fucking disgusting. Problem is, all these children, those are still their parents, and they still love them, and I don't want harm to these children. None of them. Because none of these children around us has to have the lives or parents they have. None of them. Not Summer or the boys. Not Hunter. Not any of the many, many children that were up at 110. Not even mine. Oh, Lord. If there was some way to go back and a different guy and whatever, right? But then, a different guy. It wouldn't be my kids as I know them. And I am lucky enough to have two of the best kids you can ever imagine. And that they've been alright. That I've managed to do alright. That we've managed to do alright. Despite. It looks like somebody's mad today. Did y'all hear that shit a second ago? Go well, dude. Join the club. Join the club. Which CM Safari? McDonough? It's interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Whatever, man.
Jose's social security number, got his hospital record. You can ask Chris. Chris even got Jose's social security number, got his hospital records, pulled everything. That's exactly the reason I gave it to Chris, because he can do more things than I can. Right. Right. I mean, you can ask Chris. Chris even got Jose's social security number, got his hospital records, pulled everything. That's exactly the reason I gave it to Chris, because he can do more things than I can. Right. Right. I mean, you can ask
Justin, Ziggy, Cam, Allie, Krama on that panel. Imagine that. Imagine that. Hmm. Third tier be like, whoa, slipping out with all kinds of shit. Oh, bath time, bath time. Hi, Melissa. Indeed. Emergency. Alabama, I can tell you from the very beginning of this, they were all working together and still are. What you all see is new alliances and new this and new that aren't new. They aren't new. And BK has been friends with PFizz since forever come here. They really hunted us down like prey from the night Summer vanished onward. What you all see and the truth are two very different things here in Tragedy Pimpville. Thank you, Melissa. And I hate that I have to put it on, I think, 7 or 10 days. But the trolls are trying to distract heavily currently, and I'm not playing that. And thanks, 5P. I would tell you, there's probably a reason the newspaper the other day called him a YouTube star instead of anything else. That's my guess. Arbitrarily. No, I'm sorry, but I'm really not. But you don't find anybody with real credentials or really investigating or really whatever the fuck. You don't find them having every criminal and con and shit on YouTube surrounding cases as mods and working with and doing whatever for an entire fucking year and circling each other. Yeah, keep your enemies closer, keep suspects, whatever. But you also don't see them performing a lot of hand tricks. It's just how I feel about it, though. Just not really think about that. Think about that, Alabama. Right? Hold on. Let's see. God, I hate these videos. I hate watching. And that fucking red barrel. If I see or hear one more thing about the red barrel and milk jug, I'm gonna lose my whole shit. Just, she was just a kid playing and dancing in the rain, man. And that red barrel really did already have that on it. I know where it was bought from. She was just a kid playing in the rain. God damn, I hate this video. I hate them.
The video of Summer Wells dancing in front of
This is how little Skeezy knows. He's attributing that video to Jose now, right? And his video and all with the X there, etc. Says it's Jose who, right? Jose been long gone. Long gone before her hair was shaved. That's how little Skeezy McFloppy Pants knows about Summer or her case or the timelines or basics. And I heard it out of his mouth myself yesterday as I had to watch that stupid exterior video. He says, "This is Jose, right?" That's how much he knows about Summer, her case, timelines. Even after a year. Even any of you all who have not followed the case for Summer for long know that Jose was not even present to take that video by the point that her hair had been cut off and was obviously growing back. That's your floppy pants right there. That's how much he knows, how much he cares. I don't know about them because not all people have ever met monsters, so they trust too willingly. And then a lot of those in chats and things are also very susceptible to giant walking red flags like fucking floppy breeches, and he takes full advantage and mind fucks them and manipulates them, and then eventually blackmails the shit out of them and, siphons them for everything they're fucking worth, uses them, and then discards them like he has Honest Rage this week and threw her under the bus for what he put her up to, which is more financial shit and theft and crimes, of course. I don't know, Alabama. There's some doubt there for many because nobody can find certain things, but it's probably best that left be. That's not true, Carol's Bills. And it's not just Hawkins, it's all the surrounding agencies and TBI, FBI, and they're working together. And any of them at any point can do what needs to be done. So, all I can tell y'all is that people like floppy britches, they'll never understand. They'll never get it. Confuses the fuck out of them. you know, they've spent a year trying to figure out what they can gain. Right? I spent seconds deciding what I could lose. And that was everything. And it didn't even take seconds to think about. It was the right thing to do. I waited on it a while, I mean, but it was the right thing. And I knew I'd give everything for answers, for justice. To figure out what the hell my brain held that I know it holds, but I can't make it drop. For parts of puzzles to try to fucking help, to try to get this shit to drop loose, man. To hope somebody would hear and have the key and call. To hope whoever or whomever, multiples or otherwise, are responsible, feel the weight, see the real people, the real faces, the defamation, and do the right thing, turn themselves in. I knew I'd give it all. By my, it didn't matter. Anyway, like I said, it was forfeit because of Andy and his bullshit. And then because people like Keys in this group and otherwise insured it. Right? And then clapping and cheering at that fucking vigil the other day, going, the first annual Summer's Day, and we hope to have a next one. Tells you everything you need to know. I didn't want to reach 1 year without answers, and some are being found. They hope there's a second. They plan on it. And Floppy and him have no clue what I've given up or when to ensure they could not fuck with me, blackmail me any further, do any further harm to us, and they're very much overestimating their cards in their hands. And that I've sat of worse abuse every fucking day for decades. Being taken from, abused, harmed, used, neglected, terrorized, talked to in worse ways than Shannon from fucking Podunkville, Kentucky over there could ever spew out of her garbage mouth on the daily. Except for last year when Other Supply was advising homie to clean up his chat. Except for the children, of course. And call for him. He thought that'd be safe to do. He would call only with the abuse, thinking it wouldn't be recorded, just like text. But he was wrong. I've lived, eaten, and breathed worse. No. Yeah. I don't know. Next thing, I don't know. I guess they think that the end won't come, but they apparently fear it, or they wouldn't run. They'd be able to eat their burgers in fucking parking lots in different states without showing fear. Police pulled in. Sweet thing I don't, because I have more land than that here, and trees aplenty, and woods and creeks. And I hated that place. Hated it. I hated it. The only thing is that my kids were raised there for the majority of both of their lives. And so there's memories there. There's things there, right? But the thing is, those are here and here. And all the pictures and all the videos, those are with us, no matter where we go. And my goal here is truly to just, so many things, man. So many things. But, to do more good than harm. And I'll give everything in pursuit of that mission. Everything. And essentially I have. And I will continue to. To make sure my kids are okay, to make sure life moves forward for them, and that they heal and have normality again. And they are. My eldest is doing great things. My youngest is getting there. My job as a mom is to make sure they're okay. And that's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do while I try to find answers and get my brain to release things. And wait, like the rest of the world, for somewhere to be found and justice to be served. Safari, for me, I knew coming out of that holler. I knew very early on. Because the shit in the background. My life is forfeit. And I don't mean that like I'm having tendencies to do anything or anything. Like, I'm just saying there are a lot of things in the background. Um, but I know that every day I don't have to live my life. It's like I don't trust a person on YouTube at all. Not even a little. Not one. But out here in the real world, I know that I'm loved. I have real friends, real family. And I trust easily. I still, even now, it's like the other night, man. Walmart, some random comes up and's talking to me. I'm like, hey. For me, there's still not I've never met a stranger in my whole last life, right? I love people, their stories, their, interacting. I still find joy every day. I still have heart every day. My kids make me smile, you know, and the sun does indeed shine. This place tries to make it feel like that's not the case. But it's like you hear S say this morning, even though people are like, oh, pause the, because S is going to, because he's not a shit stirrer, and he's obviously treading very carefully where it concerns Andy and I. That's it. But I know those who, you know those who know me, know me. And those are the people that matter in my world. I know that during this journey, I've taken great exception to what Floppy Britches, P Fizz, Scott H, CSI, Gavel, Whole Nine, Q, John Q, Whole Nine, Chase, Kraken, all of them have gotten up to in the absolute decimation of Summer's case, C&D, all the bullshit they've pulled very early on that affected things, the targeting of us all, Candace and Dawn, us as next door neighbors since not one that Summer vanished. What they've done has played a very large role in everything. And when we figured out how great and exactly how, and then the blackmail and stuff of my kids and the targeting of us. And you see it was the extreme discrediting targeting cycle lately, starts with Scotchy, who's pissed. From the con fundraiser. And like Spiteful Man right now, he's trying to get 10K subs so he can run more fundraisers as a ha. Man, if y'all help him do that, I don't know what to tell you. But whatever, you know. where they can all profit some more off of missing and murdered children and domestic violence victims and cases and the destruction of. I don't know, man. But this bullshit little ring here, I took great exception to the harm to being fucked with by them such a great way, and my children especially being targeted. They were used to shutting people up and silencing them in the other cases prior to Summers, and it didn't work with me, and it never will. It pissed me off. It made me latch on. And I do have every intention of continuing to be a thorn in their ass and trying to get change to come to where they're stopped and nothing like this can ever happen around other children's cases again. I want very real laws made. I want people to take notice. I want them to see what's happening. And you know the thing is, I'm not the only one hearing these cases, man. It's telling y'all they've done this. Look at the other people around the other cases. Look at the sheriffs. Look at the officials telling you and naming some of these creators by name before Summers. But they try to make you think I'm crazy, I'm this, I'm that. Not. Look at the whole Watts thing. Are they crazy too? No, they're not. There's proof this same group has been operating in several cases before Summers, doing this exact thing to other parents of missing and murdered children, neighbors, community members, cases. I mean, this exact same crew, including floppy britches. And they try to discredit. And that's things other cases were lower profile than Summers, right? And they're used to being able to go in and out pretty quickly, fairly unnoticed, and let by with their crimes. They make a quick buck, they're in and out. Still just enough to fuck up shit, but right? This one they couldn't let go because of the money, right? Because of this, because of that, the attention, Jerry Springer quality. Fucked around and found out. So in this one, there are bigger voices with more attention on them than in other cases that weren't even really noticed by the media too much, other than local and stuff, right? This one's got national and international on it, and a lot of people watching. So the other victims in the other cases, parents, neighbors, community, they could easily be silenced, blackmailed, fucked with. Oh, and like Floppy, going and using drugs. It's with the parents or step parents of missing and murdered children. That's not new either. It's what he did with Candace and Dawn. It's what all of them have done. It's a pattern. And Carol, the only way I really need to take your statement there is like, well, be quiet and this wouldn't be happening to you. And I don't like that very much. So I hope that's not how you mean that. But I'm very well aware of it's unfortunate. If I speak, they make money. If I speak, they target. But it wouldn't matter, Carol, because see, they were already bringing us out and making money on us long before I ever actually spoke publicly. And it wouldn't matter. Just like you see them pulling out neighbors, community members, targeting, stalking them, and they're making money on them, and they're not out here speaking. But hear all these narratives and stories given to you all about these people who aren't here to speak for themselves. So it wouldn't matter if I was here or not. Myself and my children were already being pulled out. Images of us, things they were stealing, all this other stuff. So I could either choose to speak or let them take the narrative and fuck up everything even more. I chose to speak and I will continue to. Unfortunately, with that comes the bullshit from them. But I'll be damned if anyone is going to take my voice. It's just how it is. I've already had a monster trying to do that for 3 decades. And cancer that wanted to take it, and the world that wants to take it now over my dead body. All I'm telling you is that these people aren't willing to give everything they are, everything they have, everything they will ever possibly be, all they've gained, all they possess in the pursuit of right. And when they come up against somebody like that, they have no fucking clue what to do. And I guess they should have better research because long before them, long before Summer ever vanished, these were my personality traits. Even when I was on top of the world, I was still willing to give everything I am, everything I was, in my life for stranger and friend alike. And to do right, even if try to, yeah, I guess I should have dug a little further. Like I give zero fucks. Negative fucks. These people still give fucks. Or they wouldn't be unable to eat a burger in a parking lot because a police car pulls it. They're still about self. Me, I give zero fucks. Because I know where I stand in the world, who the fuck I am, and what I am. And I'm not out to do wrong. And because I know what the fuck I know behind the scenes. Which is still their fucking main issue with my ass, is that I won't cough it all up. So they're just like, fuck it, we'll make money off of her by entire destruction. You know? If they can't feed on you one way here, they'll try to feed on you another. But regardless, I do appreciate Floppy, and CSI. I appreciate Floppy vocalizing today that, yesterday, where the fuck he posted that VIN number shit. I got this now, Jody. Yeah. Thank you for announcing to the world you have more blackmail or things to harm me or harass or terrorize me with it. By the way, you're not going to be able to because I have no intention of driving that because it's already, right? I knew that early on. Thank you, Dolly and Melissa. But I do so appreciate it when they announce their crimes and intentions online. More shit to try to blackmail you, harm you, harass you, target, terrorize you online with. It's lovely. What was it he said about every time you say something Jody says, she comes back and she gives you what you want? Yeah, I bet. Whatever, buddy. And then there's old Piper, wanting you to believe that Andy really went to a courthouse and told them that he'd violated the order by coming by here doing whatever when he wasn't supposed to. For a tag he knew he could get by just doing what he always does, reaching out. Even though he does try to play the I'm not to the police. They've seen the evidence very much throughout this entire year that he does. And then eventually the evidence is I just don't give a shit. But, I guess unless I see a barrel out a window. Because that's basically where it's at anyway, but, fuck it. Right? And the only way I think that's going to happen is if they set him entirely the fuck off by trying to pull him out and using him. And I know that boy ain't stupid enough. When he wants to be left alone. I know he's asked that, said that specifically to these creators and to stop recording him. And y'all can hear him yourself on several instances where they tried to get a hold of him months ago. And he told them he just wanted to stop. He wanted to be left the fuck alone. Stop contacting him. And I know from what Ben said in the background and things. So, have it as you will. But I know that that's when he's going to be a clear and present danger if and when they can manage. And if he's stupid enough to let them manage. And then that's going to be on him and them. But then that's when I'll push back in extreme measures. And I'll just take our fucking safety bags and I'll fucking leave here again. And if he goes for the public, then so fucking be it. That way they don't mean anymore. I can't wear any more weights than I want. I told him. And nobody listened until. But, them publicly linking themselves is a gift, really. On what they're doing, what they're trying to do, and they just don't realize. They just do not realize. Good luck to you, Dolly. I hope everything turns out well. Back pain sucks, man. One of the worst. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, the one thing I'll never understand about monsters is why they can't. It's like with Andy, man. You wake up every day and you're like, man, why can't they choose? Why can't they choose? And he could have to a certain point, and you could tell it solidified around a certain age. But he had a choice up until a certain point. But I think all people have I don't know. The thing is, it's like, man, he'd always be like, my life's this is that, blah, 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 everything's shit. It's like, well, yeah, stop making it shit, dude. It would be so much easier every day instead of being a fucking asshole, a liar, an abuser, a manipulator, just to be fucking honest. It's easier to be at peace than at war. It's less time, and like, it's just simple to live and to love and to be happy and have a good life. Simple things can make that all the bullshit. But to him, lying, manipulating, running around, all the same repeat patterns, the abuse, all of that. Spending so much of your life doing that. Somehow easier. These people, they could wake up every day instead of playing these games on YouTube, fucking up cases, all this other stuff. They could put in their time and less time consuming, less stressful. Wouldn't have to worry about buffers and their criminal behavior. If they would just, they could really just put like a quarter of that time into doing real research and not going real life and just doing what's right and building real channels that really shine spotlights on the cases without harming them. But instead, they choose this. Things like that I'll never understand. Right? But that's also how they justify the next bad thing. It's all about the justification to them that even to them doesn't make sense. But I watch people like CSI are basically, it's just blackmail on top of blackmail and shut up and here's the abuser. We're going to bring out this and la that. And tying themselves to Floppy, who's over there also with a new blackmail. Look, I've got this. You're just stupid, vid number, blah, blah, blah. Like, I give a shit, man. Thing, I had the paperwork, never was putting my shit because I knew I'd never drive it because it was already out there because of how close they were watching. There was no point. There's no point. And until it stops, it's point. Right? So I can't even really can't move a cabin, can't get a fucking car, can't do shit. And that's fine. As long as there's answers and justice, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm not here about power. I'm not here about anything other than summer, justice, praying, letting loose of something, hoping being real to somebody gets them to do the right thing and turn themselves in, or somebody holds the key and they hear a voice out here and they pick up the phone speaking for those who have lived or are living through domestic violence, helping my kids continue onward past the cycle, never be part of one again, breaking the chains, and stopping these monsters every year. Trying to be a loud enough voice to make sure this can't happen again and they don't get the chance again. So I'll give it all in pursuit of all those things. And I have. And I will continue to. See, they have everything to lose. I don't. I've done away with most of it myself. Isolated myself so harm couldn't come to those I love. And box safety nets going, everything for a very long time, so blackmail there couldn't be used. Harm couldn't come. Meanwhile, they're over here concentrating on my fucking cats. And the numbers, and continually just thinking everything's a show because they've been so used to it in so many cases. Right? That they feel so comfortable they openly connect each other in broad daylight right in front of you all to their crimes. Tell you they're going to blackmail, they're going to harm, harass, target us more. That's how comfortable they are. And so afraid they can't eat a burger in a parking lot states away when a cop pulls in. Yet I don't jump when the feds knock on my door. I don't care. I know my place in the world. So, you can't. I don't even know why they bothered to run from parking lot with random. How you know that people like keys, they know they've done wrong and they're afraid of it. And it's still, they're so afraid they'll run. They'll leave a whole ass parking lot and not eat their burger. That's fear. That's self preservation over. For me, usually other people come before self preservation. And doing right comes before self preservation. And that's what they don't understand. And they can't make sense. You got old anti safe space over there tripling down on threats towards me, and you got Floppy and CSI links again openly in public though, so y'all can see it. Like I've been saying, doesn't take a genius. Scott Age, Shay, Crystal, whole nine. Right? Look who was on the panels for all these things lately. And Gavel, all of them. But, openly connecting themselves and both playing blackmail shit on that video. I do so appreciate it. So, anyway, y'all, and I've turned the AC off so I could speak because I was talking enough today to where I knew my voice wouldn't last if I had to overtalk the AC. So, Captain, I don't know, but them fake ass messages they got going around, like the Latin prayer, they come from all that bullshit, right? Uh, like apparently they want y'all to believe that I spell my first and last name wrong. Yep, it's wild, ain't it, Captain Albie? I spell my name so they don't pay attention to that part. It's fucking wild, really. It's wild. What the hell? Yeah, a lot of people who hang out here did notice immediately that, my name was spelled wrong. Yeah, a lot did. Everybody's been having good laughs about it, for sure. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna turn this AC on. Sorry, guys. I had a thought. I don't really feel like being here. So I'm gonna leave. Very restless. So I turned on the AC and changed clothes. Now, I've pushed my body to its brink today, but already before I ever got on here. But place is just a hot ass mess, you know. So I cannot believe it's only 3 o'clock. Stupid ridiculous. I'm gonna agree with you, Alabama. But the truth is, there's a bigger world out there than this place. And there's real people and real humans. And more good than bad. And more willing to help than to harm. There's nightmares over here. There's beauty out there. There's real people. They don't hide behind screens, icons. You know? You talking about the Vegas thing? No, I'm gonna go to Vegas. Can't make me. I've never doubted that Patriots. This place is just, it's like a petri dish with a magnifier on it. It makes you feel like it's so much larger than it is. And unfortunately, what this little petri dish puts out does live in the World Wide Web. That's the fucking unfortunate nature of it. I'm good, Carol. Like, I would never ever take somebody online up on any offer like that. so's this. I'm good. Anyway, as the moral of the story today is that Floppy's still an idiot. His cohorts are still idiots. I give zero fucks. They're never gonna understand why. And it's gonna continue to eat at them. That's not my problem. And as far as digging holes, I'd say they're digging their own. Why they can't eat burgers in a damn parking lot. Oh yeah, that's something else I've got to do today. Is that dipshit really trying to say Summer's been raped? Seriously? Really? Hold on, fellas. Hold on. This is what the dipshit's throwing out today, so let's just go ahead and take care of this one too. Old Floppy Pants is trying to say that Summer has been removed from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Really? 'Cause I just... All you gotta do is go over and put her name in the search bar and it comes up, man. Maybe he doesn't understand how it works. I don't know. Hold on. I mean, because I legit just did so. My damn self. What do you think, Mike? What's up, man? Apparently, homie does not understand. He doesn't understand how it works, guys. So we're going to show Keys how to type in simple search criteria. Look at that. Let's play it again for me. I don't know, I assume it's coming up 404 for him because maybe the universe is speaking to him. Telling him to straight 404 the fuck off of Summer's case and out of all of our lives. Like, 404 the fuck out of here, bro. The universe speaks, man. The universe speaks. But you know, it's like him saying that Jose recorded that video of Summer. This is what the fuck we're dealing with right now. Maybe not emergency, but she's still up there. I don't know, I've not checked the rest. However, she's still there. She's still missing. potential answers to be found and justice to come. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't ever, like, she's always been on Tennessee National. Like, because I don't know that they think, you know, I mean, I can't speak to what they think. I'm not going to because it gets too far into other things. Mike. Still has hers an Amber Alert for TBI. Anyway. For what? Emergency me? Which one? All you gotta do is go to tn.gov, TBI. Second is why though? And it does come up if you go to active Amber Alerts. In TBI.gov comes up first one. No Benny's doing anything to look like he gives a fuck about Summer is what he's doing. And he doesn't. He doesn't know the first fucking thing about Summer, her case, or anything else. Keys only knows about keys and how to torment and eat and maim and self-gain. And self before others. He has not the concept of self-sacrifice or otherwise. He wants to make y'all think he gives a flying fuck. Hands up if you think one of his subs or somebody gave him that little snippet so he could try to make some clicks, likes, and views off Summer today. One of his little ferrets is like, oh no, there's a 404! Yeah, it's because it's you all. Like 404 straight the fuck off, bro.
This is the new blender that is going viral on
What the
TikTok.
hell do I need a blender for? Okay, guy. I don't know what I've mentioned to make the algorithms try to sell me a blender. I did something. I know Miss Kirby. And the guy speaking, I do hold in great esteem. And he has known my family and Andy's separately. You know, but like good monsters, Andy's family, the Masks man, right? But, I know he knows the old timers behind the immediate. And those were good people. Right, like Andy's memo and things. But yeah, Andy does very much still talk about, because, you know, Andy may not know me worth a fuck. Couldn't tell you my favorite color, couldn't spell my name right. He has no clue who the fuck I am either. Never paid attention. All he knew is that I was somebody he used that was giving anything for him. And I did. Even though he would have never sacrificed the first pinky toe for me. If the guy speaking to JLR, he stalks and stays parked at the fucking graveyard down there, across the street, stalking everybody in and out. I do think a lot of that gentleman, and he is good people. But he is known several generations of all of our family, and he's known mine long before I was ever walking the earth. Raises used to some of the best horses you could ever want, and my pap's last horse, it's still alive, you know, but and mules that they came from the stock. Guys, good people. But yeah, since he still does talk to both of us, he's walking a very fine line, and so there's a little hesitation there, because he knows what's going on, right? But Andy still does talk about it. And Andy does still call others. And I know he still watches. I know he's still flying monkeys. No matter what he acts like for supply or police or the favors or parents. Because it's always until hanging good boxes. And forfeits. Miss Kirby, there's a lot of things there. There's a lot of things there. I do appreciate that. S was like, yeah, when they mention certain names, man, it is what it is. But I still think Fred deserved the dinner and the money paid out to him last time and this time for just straight fucking Ziggy and Scotch tape all up. I mean, I told the boy, I was like, shit, they want more, keep feeding them more. Make you some money. Take a Gatlinburg vacation. Hell, all of us do. We're like, just do whatever, man. No hard feelings. Oh, so yeah. I gotta tell you, eventually we're gonna get around to chickens and cornbread and chickens. I know CZ over there, she's got some shit running, but even she don't know. I know I'm gonna say cornbread and chickens and cornbread. See you in your little fingers and knock it the fuck off. This is about summer, not y'all. Not me. It's about summer. Knock the fuck off. From like knock it off. You've given your hand away a long time ago. Knock it off. It's just how I feel about it. Chunk? No. I can't believe the bitch went and bought herself a 3-day cruise on my name instead of fixing that damn car. Maybe if she'd spend a little less on Xanaxes. Maybe. Hey, Mountain Cow. Look there. How are you? How's life? How's it going? Why in the hell did I just Back to the Future myself? Because, Jody Sue, it's what you do today. Yesterday. It's supposed to storm. I'm thinking about going out and it wants to try me. It's fine. Yeah, right, September, yeah. Penny, I was running some experiments, but I was also planning on taking a couple days for myself because I've got a lot going on back here as all this shit is occurring currently in the past few days. And as I try to make sure all things are done in the right way. And then we've got a lot going on here. Otherwise, right now. And now the dummy, like, she's just added to the pile with the triple down on the threat today. Like, what the hell? It takes a certain type of goofy man. Crazy. Definitely shows that, you know, it's dangerous in its own whatever the fuck. It just proves the point that what it said needs to be super taken seriously. But they're still under the impression it's YouTube and it's fun and entertaining. I'm like, whatever. Have it your all's way. We've got about 3 words in, Leo. Messenger, Kirby, because I don't know if I've still got it shut down to where I can receive messages, because I'm trying to cut off most of the creators and the others from reaching, unfortunately, over there. I know Dell has got another piece of artwork I'd like to have, but it won't come through because of the way I've got the mailbox. Mailboxes over on Facebook set up. Oh yeah. I don't know who the fuck he thought he was coming over here talking to me like that. Bitch, I guess he needed attention or fake fights. He's learning well from his little cohorts that terrorize his kid that he works with and pals around with, giggles with, and stays drunk with on, you know, YouTube half the night. that helped terrorize his kid further. Real good person, that one. He needed some clicks and views today. Because at the time he came over here, there was one counting down over there. And I'm sure it's BK that has him up to the shit. Same BK that has people like Ollie and all them jumping to go terrorize this kid in person that laugh because they've made Hunter scared. What a stand-up fella. All the same. $11 in child support. Hanging out with. Yeah, it's funny that this same group I'm working with make pennies on my son's traumatized self. I'm terrified of my kid. Coming over here to. I don't know who he thinks he is talking to me like that. Not today, motherfucker. Andy Bernard was the only fucking unicorn on this earth. And he'll be the last. Weak. Does it start with R, Kirby? I mean, it probably has to, since it's the only one, but just so there's verification there. If it starts with an R, thank you. Really? That's interesting, Aldo. Yeah, actually, I might have seen that community post. I feel like I did. Somewhere, I think, before sleep last night. Because I jumped into ABs. And then I jumped out. I was like, and I went on to sleep. But it looks like at some point anti-space came in there. From the looks of it, while I was hanging out in the other cities this morning and bored as shit, looks like it really had the audacity to jump in there because the title AB had up for that. And it looks like he drug the shit out of her. In a very eloquent manner. For a teacher not to know science. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm going to try to lay off talking about that because of what's going on. So do understand that over the next little while, talk of and the lines I've got to walk. So. Nice old one. Well, it's good that YouTube responded to the report. Like I said, y'all can do the same thing. Start asking for changes. Small changes. So this doesn't become normalized and groups like this can no longer exist or or do what they're doing. Around missing and murdered children's cases and domestic violence victims, and no more guys, and harassment and blackmail and all these other things they get up to on YouTube otherwise, and scams and cons. They can't hack, they can't, it'll make it so much harder, and a better environment for you all, and to protect a lot of you from, the very real shit they can get up to, and harming you all as well as chat, even as chat members and mods, and, they can pick out your vulnerabilities and use them and destroy your lives too, and they do, very much. Ask for the small changes. They'll make a world of difference in a lot of lives. Joe, I don't know where to see that at, but I put out a video yesterday showing them nuts. Bars and shells are on it, everything else. More than half, Alabama. Hate watchers. Who is it that does the one they have names for? Like what is it? Something about bushes. I don't know. I can't remember which creator talks about them like they're in the bush. It's funny though. Yeah, lurkers in the bushes or whatever it is. Oh, I'd say today it's half of like Texas and Kentucky fried fucking bush lurkers. And I know damn good and well people from Kentucky are better now. Even in the deep coal hollers. That should not be out here representing anybody. It just should not. Sarah, I'm just laughing. Thank you, though. That video was something, but I can't play it because of the music. It'll kick the stream. But if you've not seen Lippy's video, y'all, go check out Lippy's video. Alpaca, llama, whatever. It's amazing. It was just fitting. Alright? It's just fitting. Lord, how does that woman afford the gas? That is not a Tesla, ma'am. There really is this woman, you know, distant neighbor. This lady keeps all the roads hot, all the time. I don't know how she does it. I think she's bored. Retirement is just, you know, some people, they retire and then they have no idea what to do. I guess where she's at. I hope so, Miss Kirby. And thank you. I'll trade you two. You want to trade Roost for? I'll even include the dead arm and half dead leg and this one going half dead. I'll trade you. Facts, hillbilly. Facts. Cheesecake, it is. We done been through this earlier. Yeah, they're probably all bitching about my voice versus their, you know. Anyway, y'all. What the hell? Oh, are you talking about the National Exploited and Whatever Children Cheesecake? Because she's showing up active on TBI, on TN.gov. She's showing up on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children as active as well. If you'll rewind a few minutes back, we did video. I'm not talking about the poster, I'm talking about the Amber Alert. It's very much showing up on don't know, it could be. And either way, she's still missing. She's still missing, guys. And feds and law enforcement have their own reason for doing what they do. But emergency me, the Amber Alert on tn.gov still shows up as active for summer. You can go to tn.gov, go to active Amber Alerts, put her name in, and it does come up immediately. And who would the someone be that called exactly? And from what channel did you hear that from? No, not you, emergency. You're not sure? You saw a few posts? Well, the only one I've seen is coming from floppies today, and then it's spreading like wildfire, of course. And the thing is, with hers, it's not really how that worked anyway. Hers was state. So, Anyway, yeah. Jesus. Now, that's the thing. Hers was state. Anyway. But Floppy couldn't find it on, National Center for Missing and Exploited, etc. 404, and then they say that the Amber Alert's been retracted, etc. because it's not on there. But if you go on the TBI website and go to Active Amber Alerts and you put in Summer's name, it is there. Why? Y'all, I'm having a moment over here. bless my soul. I know they're bitching about the AC, they'll live. Alright, we're just... I'm not in the mood. Laters. I'm not gonna do fangirl infiltration, thanks. Bye-bye now. Come over here to fucking bullshit and defend and try to fucking gatekeep and do whatever the fuck else and sly-ass teenage girl type of bullshit slithery ways in my chat. I ain't got time for that shit. Keep it on the fangirl side. I was born, but not yesterday. Like, you know, I can spot shit when I see shit. I just... It's like when a woman looks at you and it's like, okay, honey, you know. In no mood. Yeah. Yeah. We don't do infiltration. I mean, there's something obvious, as you can see, because y'all know each other in different clothes. I know most of you in different clothes, but, you know, it is what it is. I just don't like the, you know, the goofy shit. Yeah, because he's sent people over here that have been subscribed long enough to start infiltrating chat. I ain't dumb, neither y'all. And honestly, if they weren't so busy making excuses for him, they'd realize why he and everybody else is wrong on the national level. I mean, I just explained it, but they're still not getting it. And like I said, that bitch is gonna need 4 more legs. And that's how very little of Summer's case he knows, and not basics, and how most people know. They scream, we care, but they don't actually, and they don't know. I'm gonna be in focus anymore. Oh dear. Anyway. I can check the weather on here. Fog moment. I'm having a moment. Because it is supposed to storm. And I'd like to time the day correctly. I cannot believe it's almost 4. This is stupid. Yeah. Sneaky weather. I know what it's gonna do. It's gonna be the pop-up bullshit. It just starts anytime, anywhere. 40,000 degrees and like sucking on a wet blanket. Welcome to East Tennessee. So anyway, y'all, I am, I'll hop off here. Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, those $6,000 fucking go-karts. But if you hang out long enough, they'll ask you to come down to the local Holiday Inn and see a thing, and then they'll give you a timeshare. Damn go-karts down there, man. It ain't about locals no more down there. It's about bullshit. $45 for lemonade. Shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Fucking skip passes and shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. And if I ever have to attend one more fucking wedding in Gatlinburg, I swear. I swear. Are there? The hell. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the comments on that, I guess. Should have probably already done that. Actually, I'll just do it this way. Holy shit, I got somebody else over here threatening me. Look, y'all listen to this shit. Goes by the name of Right Julie. And Jody Sue, why are you on YouTube and what's your sole purpose? Because it's not finding or telling the truth on behalf of Summer. Oh, by the way, thanks for giving us all the info. We bees like VIN number to vehicles, etc. You make this shit too easy. That'd be a threat and blackmail, wouldn't it? Harassment, targeting, from random crazies who need to be reported, obviously. Alright. That's cool. I can't imagine where they came from. Yeah, after Benny made another video soon after this about my old sticker, trying to make something first, and it was last owners. What the hell is that? Exactly. Jesus, what's wrong with these people? Oh dear. I guess Right Julie should be prepared. Fuck. Who are these random people around the world think they can just go around blackmailing and threatening motherfuckers? These people are sad as fuck. I guess they better hope their ass don't come back to Floppy's chat. And his parade of little meanings, or shays, or, well, scotches, or, wait, or P-Fizzes, or CSIs, or Valkyries, or Kraken, or holy shit, I guess they better hope they come back to nowhere and they're just a random fucking crazy threatening me online. I'm real done with these motherfuckers. Alright. Dude, Which one did you say was on, dude? Okay. No. Okay. You talking about like the ones that say the same thing over and over but in different languages, like the Natasha and all that, dude. I thought I took care of most of those earlier. Late bypass shit. Yeah, I thought I took care of most of this sitting in the parking lot today, but I guess I missed one or three. Ooh, speaking of Russian, there was this song my eldest had and was listening to. And I meant to ask him the name of it. I'll get there. Where is it? Oh, where is it today? Oh, since got back this morning anyway. Living the life, man. So anyway. I don't know, September. It does not look as good on me as it did when I was still fluffy. Which there are videos here of pictures. I don't know about y'all, but I dream of more weight, not less. Shit's pissing me off. It's fucking pound and a half, 2 pounds of weight loss a day is for fucking birds. Being pasty white, it's not my favorite thing. I mean, I don't like tanned leather or nothing, but shit, y'all, shit. Such are the consequences of internal bleeding or other cancers or whatever the fuck, and continuing to miss infusions and shit because of this fuckery. Among other things, I just... one bowl at a time, y'all. One bowl at a time. But this top, like most things I own currently, no longer fits correctly, and everything falls off or rides up. And buying new clothes is useless, as useless can be because of the weight loss. Well, do already have cancer. good enough, I guess. Everybody in their fucking tags. Lord. Long story. Clear day. Thinking about something really hard, guys. It's fine. Anyway, I think I got all the comments from the bots. I think. We'll see. Anyway, it's been a day of poor unfortunate souls. It's been a year of it. Oh. Holy shit. Apparently my chat was stuck. Y'all. I'm gonna hop off here. I've pushed myself to the limit early today, but you know. I'll hop off here. Take a little while. Do some things. I gotta finish up some stuff anyway. And I'm gonna be back later. You never know. Depends on what kind of fuckery. Thanks to, you know, those who decided further evidence giving was a good call today. I do appreciate that. Very cool. Right. To those who hung out with me in chat and didn't hang out in the bushes recording and hate watching, or to try to figure out what kind of trouble their asses are in. I don't know. And I do appreciate that CZ and others involved in this have very much stepped forward and admitted to officials their own involvement. At least to my knowledge of what CZ's part and what she did. So, but to the others, you know, that's what it is. Hopefully it helps somehow, some way. And brings about some change. And dear Fluffy, do keep pondering on others above self. You know, it's concepts. It's real hard to get. Or self-sacrifice. Yeah, maybe you should take a Holiday Inn class on that too. Anyway, guys, hop off here, do some stuff, get some things done. Take some time for me. We'll see where the day leads. No, just the classes that take place in the lobby. Dude, those are bad. We stay away from those. Alright, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. Etc., etc. Y'all have good days, nights, evenings, wherever you are. And if you don't care, share out Summer's info, picture, call her by her name on other platforms. Do put something there to those others not to come to YouTube for their information on Summer and to stick with legit media. Yeah. And y'all, if you got bulls in your own lives, just keep riding them to the ground.